Hello, my name is Sean. I am going to demonstrate to my family how to make a earthing unit and some of the principles involved in it so they can make their own. First of all, we need to make sure your house has the proper electricity and that it is grounded in a good way. So here's how it should look. So I'm in my laundry room because I live in a house that is from the 1920s or 1900s. This here, see how it has two lights on it that are lit up? That means it is properly wired. And it will tell you right here if it's red or whatever. And now this wall socket is a different one in my house, and I'm gonna take my tester here and I'm going to plug that in and see we only have one light, which means I have no ground, which is unacceptable, and I can't do my unit with this. So I got to go back to the first one and use it. Alright, so what I have here is a regular extension cord where it was old and broken, but it had the ground wire on it. As you see, that's the one that's left. The other two, that one was here and one was over here, I broke both of those off, so they are no longer able to be plugged in. So when you plug it into the wall, the only one that goes in is the center one. And then I have that extension cord going around and through my wall. So I have that wire coming through the wall, which I drilled a hole for. It was already there in the wall. It doesn't, looks like I demolished things, but it's actually where they had phone cords. So then that comes to here. And what I did is I took the green wire out of the extension cord, which is the ground. You can do a continuity test to make sure your cord is good. And then I stripped the wire off the green, which is the copper wire. And then I wrapped it around this other wire. Alright? And then I put this here on it. Now this wire here goes up and it's all one consecutive wire. So now I have you can use a 1x1 piece of wood or a old broom handle. 2 broom handles would work, and I have drilled holes in them. And what I do is I ran the wire through. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can kind of see what my bed looks like. This is my bed that I sleep on. This is my upper extremities, my head, shoulders area. It's not the whole bed, it's just the upper area. And then it goes across and basically to the other side, which has the same board with holes in it, and it zigzags from one side to the other, so it's all one consecutive wire. And basically when you're attached to that or touching that wire at any point, it just has to be one finger's worth, just a little bit of your body, doesn't matter. This wire is pretty flexible. I don't really feel it at all at night. You can use thinner wire if you want. Alright, so then the wire comes down and off the bed, and I have it hooked up to a connector, which I can disconnect at any time. It's a car speaker connector, and that goes all the way over here. And this is my computer desk, by the way. My computer, my laptop, and this is where I put my feet. So I have this wire wrapped around where I put my feet. So all I have to do is be barefoot. I know it's an ugly it's an ugly stool, but that's where your feet go. But all I have to do is touch this here, and I'm grounded. Anywhere I lay on my bed, anybody that touches me while I am touching this, I'm grounded. Alright, so why do we need this? That's the next question. So I got my computer, my monitor, my laptop. Alright, so I'm going to demonstrate why we need this. Okay, so why do we need this here? Alright, we got a voltmeter. My camera is not focusing for some reason. There we go. So my voltmeter is set on AC. As you can see, there's 0.773 millivolts or volts in it. It's from Radio Shack. This dial is on AC, not DC. It's an electronic voltmeter. So I'm going to put that there. Now I have two wires. One is the black wire, which is ground, which is here. And I have that connected to this down here, which goes to my bed and all over the place. So so it's attached to that. Alright, so we got volts 1.3. Okay, now with the hot end, the red end, if I hold it with my fingers, you'll see that I am currently going through my body 6 volts. Alright, now if I put my hand over my laptop, I now have 13 volts going through me. If I remove my hand from my laptop, I have 6 volts going through me. So that's quite a difference, right? Okay, now I have this here, which is my big computer. Let's see if I can move my voltmeter over for you to see how that changes. Oops, I disconnected. Be right back. Alright, so I got it set up. So right now the wire is not being held, and it is at 1 to 2 volts in the atmosphere around my computers. Okay, as soon as I touch it, my voltage in that my body's receiving, it's picking up. I got 10 volts going through me. So now watch this. I'm going to put my hand by my desktop here, computer. Now look how many volts go through me just when I'm by my computer. I have about 43 volts going through my body just by being next to this. So the EM, electromagnetic waves in my air, just me sitting around my, now this is close to my monitor, I'm getting 10 volts going through me, so it's quite a lot. Now what you want to do, so I have my foot here, I'm going to put my foot on a wire. So now watch this. So my hand's on my laptop, I got about 15 volts, 16 volts going through me. I'm going to put my foot on right now. So I put my foot on. Alright. So now that's millivolts. It went down from volts to millivolts. I don't know if you can see in the corner there. Okay, I'm going to take my foot off. And now it goes up to 20 volts that are going through. In the bottom right hand corner you can see a V on my display here, and I'm going to put my foot on, and then you'll see the V turn into an MV, which is millivolts or millivolts, and it's quite considerably lower. It's not even 1 volt. That's how much just by putting my foot on that wire does. And so anytime I'm sitting around my laptop or working on my computer, I can just put my foot on this thing and it cancels everything out. Alrighty, now let's say I'm going to sleep at night. How many volts do I have on my bed? So I am on my bed. I'm going to hold on to this terminal wire. The other part is hooked on right there to the bed wire, this wire here. Right now, if I'm laying in my bed, I have 2.3 volts. The little V is over here in the corner. It's just my camera is not focusing on it. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay my leg on this wire. So my legs are now on the wire. And this goes down to millivolts, 29 millivolts. It's too bad I can't focus in on that. So that's all. So now when I sleep, my whole body gets rested. Alright, so enough of the voltmeter. I'm going to turn it off. Now it's off. So when I'm sleeping, this is what's happened so far. I've done this for 4 nights. So the first night, I don't sleep at night. So this is supposed to help me sleep. It's supposed to redo your blood, make it all organized and oxygenated and separate cells and stuff like that. So the first night, first of all, I don't usually fall asleep till like 5 or 6 o'clock a.m. in the morning. First night I fell asleep around 3, woke up, I had this weird feeling in my body. My throat was my voice changed, I was raspy, but I felt refreshed. But I did notice that the first night I still couldn't sleep very well, but it relaxes you. It relaxed like all my muscles. So, and that's happened for the last 4 nights. All my muscles are relaxed, and then but I still haven't been sleeping. Like yesterday, I was up till 6 o'clock in the morning. But last night I fell asleep at 1 o'clock, so that was better. And when I'm awake, though, I feel more rejuvenated and just more clear in my head, and that's good. So they say it takes 6 weeks to see the whole difference. So I'm gonna keep doing it and see how it goes. And I probably should not have that stuff in my room, all that computer stuff. But in wintertime, this room heats up pretty quick, and it doesn't cost a lot of money to keep this room warm. But I think it does put a lot of EMF, electromagnetic frequencies, in the room because it's just a square room. It's not very big. But I'm going to keep trying it, and this is supposed to neutralize all the EMF waves. As long as I'm touching one of these metal things, I should be okay. And that's it. That's a little bit about what I'm doing. I'm experimenting with, and hopefully I'll be able to sleep, and I'll pass this information on to other people as long as it works, and they can make their own. You can see websites. It's called earthing, and if you look up websites on the internet, you can buy these earthing mats that you can put on your bed, or they have whole sheets too that have silver interlaced or woven into the material that conduct this grounding. So basically my whole house is grounded from a 6-foot copper rod that's stuck into the ground. A wire goes to that and then goes through my house, connects to my grounding outlet that I showed you earlier, and then that grounding goes to my bed and to my footstool. So whenever I touch this metal wire, It could be copper wire, it could be whatever you want, as long as it conducts electricity and is not coated. Because if it's a coated wire, you can't. You have to have your skin touching it for you to be grounded. So whatever you feel comfortable in doing this. I did this really cheap. It cost me nothing because I had a free extension cord. It was broken. The other end was broken, so I cut that off. Everybody can do this if they want. It's pretty inexpensive. If you go on the internet and buy one of their sheets or something, it's like 150 bucks. So I wanted to do it free and test it out before I spent any money. That's it. I hope everybody has a great day and try it out for yourself. If you have any questions, just email me and we'll see how it goes. Bye.